Hello, mamas, and welcome to day 5 of our hashtag MomBod Challenge. If you are just jumping in today, that is A-okay. We have a recap page if you want to catch up, or today's training can be just a standalone training for you. So we're going to be talking about morning routines today and how they can really help maximize your time and help you start your day in a really fantastic way. You're going to want to stick around at the end because I have a special announcement coming about how we can dig a little bit deeper into all these topics so that you have a better opportunity to work with me. So let's talk about morning routines. What is a morning routine? It's basically having some sort of either a list, whether it's big or small, but a list of things that you do that kind of set up your day, right? So that you can start your day being intentional and being excited. And really, as parents, we want to be in a right headspace so that we can parent the best we can and be a great spouse and be a great friend. So having a morning routine does not necessarily mean that you have to be a slave to your morning routine. It can be something really simple and it can be flexible. So don't think, oh, I have to do all these things all right all the time. Just start adding a few things. So we're really taking what we have been working on this week and just sort of wrapping it all together with a morning routine, because I feel like if I would have told you at the beginning of the week, hey, you got to wake up a little earlier and do a workout and do all this stuff, it maybe would have been scary. But as we're laying this foundation and as you're learning how important these things are and you're coming from the right intention as you do them, it makes it easy then to say, okay, then you have to set aside the time and make this a priority in your morning. So it's all about the intention behind it, and knowing the benefits of a morning routine can really help. So again, if you're coming from a place of hatred, that you're doing this because you hate your body or it's just not going to work. You want to come from a place of love. So here are just a few ideas for adding things into your morning routine. So maybe drinking your coffee alone while it's still hot. That's a good one. Like, I know I heated up my coffee, I think like 4 times before 7 a.m. So like that happens. So just sitting down, having intentional time with your coffee. How fun is that? Another one would be sitting down and doing your personal growth, or doing a devotional, or praying, just time for yourself to be with God or to grow your mindset. Another is like a time to meditate or just be silent. And the Italians always say the sweetness of doing nothing. And we as Americans never, ever, ever do that. We are going from thing to thing to thing so quickly that it's all getting lost in the routine and we're going too fast. So I really want to challenge you to try to just do nothing for a little bit and see how that feels. Making your bed could be one. That is something that can really set the tone of your day. If you say, okay, if nothing else happens, if the day goes to shiz, I know I made my bed, and like that's good enough, especially for us moms because we have so much going on. Something like writing down just for a couple minutes your new affirmations that we worked on, or journaling a little bit. And then taking some time to plan out the rest of your day, maybe just kind of, oh, good, Jordan says she can hear me. I think then the mic is working. I left it plugged in, so hooray for the new mic. So writing down your new affirmations, or just getting a little meal plan for the day, planning out the rest of your day. And make sure, mamas, when you're planning out your day, don't plan it minute by minute, because we know that things can kind of go to crap and then you're going to feeling like you're behind all day. So here are 3 tips to kind of help you get going on a morning routine. The first one is called habit stacking. So this is something where you basically are layering your habits. So if you're going to start a morning routine and you're going to say, okay, so I'm going to wake up, I'm going to have my coffee alone, I'm going to pray, I'm going to do a meditation, I'm going to journal, I'm going to work out, I'm going to shower all before 7 a.m. before my baby gets up. That's maybe too many things. So the idea of habit stacking comes in when you say, I'm going to choose one thing to be intentional about. And depending on the timeline, you could add that for a week or 2 weeks and then maybe add one more. So you're going to get overwhelmed if you try to add too many things all at once. And then you're going to quit and fail and feel like a morning routine isn't going to work for you. So it might just be one really small thing you can do when you wake up to get your day going, and start with just one and let that sit for a while until it becomes a habit, and then you can layer one on top of that. Make sense? So choosing one thing to add at a time. The second one is to just wake up earlier. So the comments I was reading today, it sounded to me like everybody felt like they were jolted awake. The baby was doing this, the other kids were doing that, and they had no time, and so they're just steamrolling into their day, and it created chaos for their morning, and that feeling goes throughout the day, and that intention goes, like, it just bleeds into every area of your life. And as a mom, a lot of times we set the tone of our family, right? So if we're all crazy, everyone's going to feel all crazy. And so I feel like that was a common thread reading the answers today, was that everybody was just waking up and just hitting the ground running, and there was no time to sort of set the intention and the idea and the hope for the day. So even if it's just 15 minutes early, I started waking up, so Hazel wakes up at 6, so that's pretty early. And I just this week started waking up at 5:30, and I cannot, it's early, and we'll talk about how to wake up. But I cannot tell you what a difference it's made in just my calmness and my peace going through the morning. Now, I can't guarantee what the rest of the day is going to be like, but if I know I can sit and drink my warm coffee with my coconut oil and all my fixins in it and really enjoy it, that then when she wakes up, I'm just so much more present. So, a few tips to wake up early. I have a good book recommendation for you. It's called The 5-Second Rule. It's by a gal named Mel Robbins. And if you have Audible or you listen, that's a great way for moms to read books, is to listen on Audible. But she narrates it, and she's so funny. She's from New Jersey, and she's just really sassy. But basically, she talks about how she changed her life by changing her morning habit of waking up. And she was having a really hard time getting out of bed. And so she would use this phrase, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And she would just get out of bed. And that takes practice. Another tip would be to set your alarm outside of the room so you're forced to get up and go get it. Another one that I do is I set my workout clothes out in the bathroom and set my alarm so I'm just getting up. It's still kind of dark right now because it's, daylight savings, and I'm getting dressed, just getting going, and that really helps me. You could even sleep in your workout clothes. Like for me, I wear like 17 sports bras, so like that wouldn't work. So just getting up and getting going, even if it's 10 minutes early to start getting in that habit, you're gonna be so glad that you had that time by yourself. Now, the third one, if you're gonna fight me on the waking up early, is you gotta go to bed earlier. I feel like so often, we feel like we owe the day more, like, we have to stretch out this time, or we have to be alone. And I feel like that's a disservice to ourselves and to our family, that the very best thing you could do is go to bed earlier. So you don't owe the day anything more. And I will guarantee you from personal experience that staying up to watch just one more episode of Grey's Anatomy is not worth it. Like, you will pay for that and you will not feel good. So setting up sort of a nighttime routine also, where maybe there's a time where you turn your screen off. I aim for like 8:30. I'm trying to be upstairs and like getting ready for bed, which sounds really early, but I got 9 hours of sleep last night. Like, that's amazing. So that might not be where you're at, or your baby's maybe waking up in the night, but making sure you kind of, the best morning comes from a good night's sleep. And so that's one thing you probably can control if your kids are in bed, is you should go to bed too. And just don't feel bad about it. Just get in bed, and you don't owe the day anything else. Okay, so, I've been having so much fun in this challenge, and I hope that this sort of wraps up for you. Okay, how do I put these things in place? And it really comes down to coming from a loving place and then putting them into a routine that you can follow. The beautiful thing is you can have grace. It's not always going to be perfect. Nobody is like got the thumb on you, but I really find, again, that there's so much freedom in having just a little bit of structure. And there's got to be flexibility for when things go wrong. But in general, if you can start putting some of these principles in place, there's small little habits that can really add up. So if you enjoyed the 5-day challenge, I have something really, really exciting for you. So right after this video, I'm going to be launching our 21-day sparkles #MomBod challenge. So we're going to go even deeper into all these topics. And like I said, it's for moms who want to get their body back after baby but refuse to live in a world without cake. It's all about balance, and it's about finding a way that works for you, that suits your body, that uses, all your gifts and all your skills so that you can be the best mama you can be. So the doors are only going to be open for a few days, and there's also a VIP package. So if you're looking for some more one-on-one coaching with me, the spots are limited, but I do have a few open, so you're going to want to go check those out. So what's really cool about, let me take a sip of water. What's super cool about this group is I'm doing what's called a beta test. And so, I know, this glitter is all over my house, Jordan. Like, it's like on my feet, it's stuck to everything, but it's so worth it because #confetti. So the beta test is really cool. So I priced it Probably too low. I'm kind of kicking myself for how low it's priced. But what I want it to be is an interactive experience with us working together, me creating things that you need. So there's a baseline, but we're going to be going through and I'm going to be coaching you through. And if you say, hey, Julia, this is the kind of meal plan we need. This is what we need. I'm going to be building that for you. And from then on, the program's always, it's not going to be set in stone, but it's never going to be this sort of interactive coaching experience that you're going to have in the beta group. And so, if you got even one little nugget out of the 5-day challenge, I can guarantee you that you're going to find amazing results and transformation and more community and more support if you do the Mom Bod Challenge. So again, the link will be, we're going to have video trainings from Moi and tutorials, meal plans, recipes with specific guides, workout plans, workout guides, mindset training, affirmations, like the whole shebang in one place. So it's simple to follow. You can watch the videos on your own time. It's going to be custom tailored just for moms because our time is limited and we want to get in there, learn something short and sweet, and get the most benefit out of it. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. We made it short and sweet. I really implore you to get excited about your morning routine, start putting these things in place. And I genuinely hope, I hope I didn't go black. The screen went away. I genuinely hope to see you in the Mom Bod Challenge because I believe in you feeling healthy body and soul, that it's not about crazy calorie counting. It's not about crazy workouts. It's about finding a solution that really works for you. And I hope that we've sort of uncovered some of that in this 5-day challenge for you. So I love you so much. Thank you for being great participants. And I'm going to wrap up the challenge. Tomorrow I'm going to go live in the group. And I had been saying I was going to give some prizes away for people who are participating. So it gives you a few hours to catch up on some of the posts if you need to, and then I'll be going through those hashtags and pulling some names out for prizes of people that participated every day. Thank you so much for letting me share this information with you, and it's been an